This is the reason why Marwako is trending. A lot of people have been eating from that joint and they are experiencing food poisoning, running stomach. Some have been on drips and all that. Hello people, I welcome you to my YouTube channel. My name is DJ Parker Rich, and today right straight away to Twitter. There is something interesting trending. It's been on #1 since morning, and now it jumped to #2, and it is about the famous restaurant Marwako. I mean, if you would remember, years back there was some story of a young girl who suffered some kind of humiliation from one of the managers for Marwako restaurant. If you don't know Marwako restaurant, this is Marwako restaurant. They deal in all kind of fast food, you know. It's a very popular joint that a lot of people go there to have some great good meal there. But they are trending on #1, not for a good reason, which I'm here to tell you about. Probably you might have seen it online, but you really didn't get what was going on up there. It's about the East Legon branch. It's about the East Legon branch. There have been several complaints. There have been several tweets about people complaining about food poisoning from that particular restaurant in East Legon, Marwako. And then people kept screaming about it, you know, speaking about it on Twitter. Let me click on Marwako and see some of the tweets that people had to tweet about Marwako. This is crazy because I have at least 5 children turn up at East Legon, Eastern region since Sunday, who went out to eat at Marwako over the weekend. They are all on admission. Yes, and that is coming from Ifwa claiming that she has 5 kids and they went to eat at Marwako and then they are all on admission, which doesn't speak so good of the restaurant. Somebody's her name is Renate. Renate is saying, I have a video of me on admission at the hospital after eating Marwako in 2019. The first and second time I ate at Marwako, I threw up but thought it was some other food. But the third time gave them away. But the third time, I don't really get your truth well. It's not really clear. But then what she's trying to say is that she's been eating there since from 2019 and she's been experiencing that. Yes, I might need the support of certain people who are very good in, food and then food poison and food nutrition and all that to actually explain some of these things, because, well, I know that some of these restaurants, they all have their standard. They have the ways of preparing their meal, and these are sometimes from foreign countries, and they bring them into our country, and then we turn out to sell their foods and we patronize it very well. But sometimes it doesn't really go with us, and this should be an opportunity for me to advise every woman. As an African woman, do your best to cook at home for your family. You shouldn't lean on this fast food and all that and blah blah blah. Not that I'm trying to destroy somebody's business, but looking at this, it doesn't look so healthy. It doesn't look so good when people have to go and pay for sickness. Yes, now it looks like eating at Marwako or some other food joint is like taking your money from the bank and going on the street there to buy for a disease or some kind of sickness. And I think this is not helping us anymore. Yes, the good news that we have is that the FDA, they received a lot of complaint coming from that East Legon branch of Marwako restaurants, and they never slept on it. They got up with their team, and this morning I heard, and I have a video to that effect, that they are investigating Marwako, what is really bringing that kind of news from their end. So for that reason, they would have to shut the restaurant up. Yes, a lot of people are happy about it, others not too cool about it. But let's watch the video. Video credit from Pulse Ghana, and this is the video. Sorry. watching the video, this is Marwako restaurant, the East Legon branch. Very beautiful place, very clean environment, but a lot of complaints coming from that end over food poisoning, which we are yet to see the outcome of the investigations. But from what I'm seeing or from what I'm hearing on Twitter, it doesn't look so good. It doesn't look so healthy. So we pray that we'll have some great results. And this should also prompt us that sometimes when we are going to eat at certain places, we should not only consider the environment. Yes, everybody wants to see nice places and all that, with some cool air conditions and great seats, all clean and all that. But sometimes you have this kind of food vendors who turn out to keep their reception or their eating area very clean, but when you go to their kitchens, you'll vomit. So we will have to also ensure that some of these places that we buy food from, they have clean and cooking environments. Where do they get their foodstuffs from? How do they even clean their foodstuffs before they cook them? I personally went to one chop bar in Igbeta one of these days just to enjoy my usual fufu, and it was sad. Yes, I bought some fish like fish like 10 cedis, 15 cedis there. Where massa, they chop the fish like that, and I hear some bad odor for the fish inside. But then I wasn't so sure of myself. So at a point, I realized it was getting too much. Then I couldn't hold it anymore. So I called one of their waitress and I gave her a piece of the fish that, my lady, taste this fish and find out if everything is all right. The fish is stinking. Simon, this lady took the fish in and her facial expression said it all, that this is not something good a human being should consume. I went straight ahead to the counter, and did you know what the lady told me? Yeah, it could be from the market. Maybe it was already spoiled when we bought it from the market. So you knew it was spoiled, and what were you supposed to do? They still added it up to the soup and they sold it to me. And the annoying thing was that this lady was insisting that I should pay for the fish, that stinking fish that she gave me. So it's about time that we put our health, or we place premium on our health, so that we will know where to eat and where not to eat. It is not every place that we can go there to eat anything. Forget about names and all those big brands. Some of them, their process and their medium of cooking is not really right. And before you know, you have spent so much to buy kind of diseases. Some are high cholesterol, you see, I have a problem with even some of our malls in Ghana. We are Africans, we are Ghanaian people, and sometimes I expect that we should have our original foods, which has a lot of nutrients, the contemporary stews and all that, with rice and all that in our restaurants. But I know for sure that there are certain malls in Ghana here that when you go there to sell Ghanaian foods, they will kick you out. When you go there to sell some banku and tilapia, or some banku and soup, and I think every foreign company that comes to Ghana to cook, we should ensure that they add Ghanaian menus to what they have. It is not always about eating some kind of imported chicken, whether they are vultures from somewhere or they are vultures from Australia and blah 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 blah. Packaged chicken that sometimes are even expired. We allow them into some of these restaurants, then we end up going to eat them. They will be having runny stomach, shitting here and there. It's about time we put premium on what we eat, how we eat, and where we eat. Forget about the names and the brands. Some of them have whack food. Some of them, their kitchens are stinking. They have rats, cockroaches, and flies all over. But then will come and give us some kind of reception and blah, 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 thinking that these foods are healthy and all that. Before we eat, we will know we are dying slowly. So this is the reason why Marwako is trending. A lot of people have been eating from that joint and they are experiencing food poison, running stomach. Some have been on drips and all that. My name is DJ Parkour Rich. This is the piece of advice I have for you. Subscribe to this channel. My name is Sam Morgana. We are always here to give you great news, great information, and educate you on the right things to do to keep you healthy. It's been great speaking to you. My name is DJ Parkour Rich. Subscribe to the channel and let's have some great time. Bye-bye.